Alright guys, welcome back to War 3 in Season 52. I have 14 fights for you in this war. My 8 path fights with 6 minis, lots of global fights. We're going to speed through a couple that are not that exciting, but I haven't done them for you yet this season. So if we see them again, if I do them again, you probably won't see them. But Corvus, he's free. He's like a, whitelisted this season. So this was an easy choice here because I did have a red skull on path 3 in section 2. I think it's node 21, the Thorns one. So Corvus was really good for that. And I just wanted to make sure I get the charge here. It doesn't matter. As long as I get through this one, it won't be too bad. Take a little bit of chip damage there because there's lots of special ones to take. It's fine. I just keep losing power, but it doesn't matter. We can at least parry to get rid of the armor up, and we can ignore the node when the armor up is gone. Nothing too exciting. We have MCOC again on a node where he's not affected by the node at all. So we're just going to go in with Doc Ock and do very similar Doc Ock things that we did in the last war. I think I'm also going to get it in a spot here where I don't get a parry that I want right there. So I throw a special one in order to refresh the power drain or power lock and then get back into my parry heavy game. I've got the global heal block on because I had a bunch of debuffs that have, like, once I've put like 5 debuffs on, I get the global heal block, then I get the special 2 and I get the heal block from the special 2. I take a combo to the face, which is kind of annoying, and I quickly get a special 1 off to refresh my triple debuff. And now I'm just going to go ahead and keep spamming special 1s to keep the triple debuff on, because I want to be able to bypass the power gain from the global, which you can see that I am doing the entire time. Technically, I'm also siphoning back some of the healing that MCOC is trying to get, as well as some of his power. Then we go with a heavy to finish off the fight. Path 1, the first fight is going to be, I could have gone Void, but I decide to go with Viv Vision against Black Widow here. Black Widow Clairvoyant. We are bleed immune and we are global, so all I have to do is go with my passive heal blocks with my medium ending combos. Viv has been an absolute destroyer of these global fights. I've got Viv on both accounts in this war, and it's just going to be a lot of Viv fights. But that Void there is going to come into play. And I knew I had 2 fights on this path 1. I have the Bishop on Masochism coming up next with Vigorous Assault that I knew could potentially be a problem. And there's an Onslaught on Buffet in section 2 on, I think, node 28. So this one, I did boost up big. I did have an invulnerability boost on here. Now, the problem with this node is the passive heal blocks are fine. He's not going to be unblockable. But if I hit into his block at any point, and there I made a mistake. I thought I was going to get my phase. I did not. And bye-bye invul boost. And if he turtles up and holds a block, he's going to get a regen. If he gets a regen, he's going to be unblockable. If he gets unblockable when he has a special, I'm going to be in a terrible position. Here, unfortunately, I'm trying to get out of this here. I end up baiting a couple special 2s. I throw my special 2 back onto him here. But he is at a bar of power, so I try to bait a heavy, which is great. I go ahead and try to push him back to a special 2, but he throws the special 1, and now this is where I make a mistake. I throw this second hit there. I thought I was going to finish it. He quickly got to a bar of power, and then I screw up. I tried to go for an intercept, which was kind of dumb. Did the same thing again. Bad mistake on my part. I think I could have salvaged that one easily. It was just my mistake that I didn't realize that his power came back just as I was throwing that what would have been an unblockable special 1 and would have finished the fight. Instead, it screwed me up, and that, I talked in the previous war about sometimes when something doesn't go your way that you can easily lose yourself, and sometimes you have to play with composure, like I've done against those MCOC fights where something didn't go my way, but I was able to get back into the fight. This was one where I just lost it, and I take a death. So not the end of the world, but I do take a death there. Next up is this Jessica Jones on the Never Back Down like healing. So if I dash back twice, she's going to get a regen. Archangel just absolutely destroys Jessica Jones here. We can ignore all her stuff. I should have evaded that, but it's the only fight I have with Archangel for this war. I actually ranked him up to rank 4 because I just never use Archangel anymore. So this was like a perfect spot to bring him in and absolutely melted Jessica Jones. Next up was this Onslaught, which I'm taking with Viv because she is, as long as she has her heal block, she's immune to Nullify. So we don't have to worry about the buffet. We still have to worry about the Arc Overload. I did a couple duels against Onslaught here, and I knew I'd be, without him getting like the magnetism or the crush on me, I would able to at least get my phase off at the beginning. Now here, I'm going to bait the special one, no problem. But I can't remove any neuroshocks on me. Any neuroshocks that I get on me are going to stay on me until they expire. I'm going to try and bait some heavy attacks. I don't want to get a crush on me if I can avoid it. I go for the special 2 and I'm just like, screw it. I'm just going to end up eating a special 2. I'm not good at evading his special 2s. I know it's in reverse controls. I just don't do it. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take the damage there. I have the Daunted on me. It's not the end of the world, but the whole thing is, could I get to this point in the game? I threw my special 2, and now I can throw my unblockable special 1s. I throw 2, and then a third one, and Onslaught goes down. A massive Onslaught goes down by Viv. I was absolutely thrilled about that fight. Next, we've got this aforementioned Red Skull here on the Thorns node with Corvus. You just have to be careful. Again, it's not a huge deal when he has the armor up. You know, if you hit him, you're going to get a bleed. You will be immune to the bleed if you have your glaive charges up, but it doesn't matter. We get to the special 2 and we smoke it. Next is a Dani Moonstar, again a global defender, but has nothing to do with the node here because she does not have the armor up. So we're going to do the usual Viv thing here. We'll get our passive heal blocks with the medium ending combos, which will completely, bypass any problems with the node, with the healing and the power gain. And then we're just going to go to drop our special 2, get to 1 bar of power when Dani is below a bar of power, and we throw our unblockable special 1s, and the fight is essentially over. And that is always the plan here with Viv. So that's 2, 1 more, 3 in a row, and Dani is done. Next up, we have a Mr. Sinister, again on a big regen node, mini with the personal space regen. Again, Viv absolutely bypasses all the shenanigans that you need with Mr. Sinister. The only thing at one point in this fight, he really turtled up and didn't want to throw his special 1. And there are just so many things going on in terms of buffs on the screen. That was just a little crazy because there's so many on both of us throughout this fight. But nothing too crazy here. Viv, this is the point where we play the dancing game. I was just worried about getting that heal block on just so that he didn't get the power gain and go to a special 2. But here, again, we're going to go ahead, get our medium ending combo, drop another special 2. So, and he goes down. Not perfect, but it worked out great. And then, similar to the Sasquatch fight, this is a last time we've got Man-Thing on the Ebb and Flow knockdown. And again with Viv, this is where he's going to go debuff immune when you knock him down. But Viv, with her phase, is going to give you openings even if they're stun immune. And at the same time, we can put on the passive heal block even if they are debuff immune. So we can constantly get our heal block on, so I don't have to worry about the node, like the global node whatsoever, as long as I can keep up a passive heal block, which just means lots of medium ending combos. Again, we go special 2, unblockable special 1s there. The first one takes off the protection. Unfortunately there he did get a bit of some power back, and that last one was not unblockable. It's fine. bait a little special 2 there, and just get back into the fight here. Nothing crazy. Counter that special 1. Another, some more special 1s here on my part, and then I think I end up maybe going to a special 2 here. So another special 2. And again, just keeping track of medium ending combos, keeping up the heal block as much as possible. Don't have to worry about the global, and he goes down pretty nicely at the end of the day. So one more combo there, one more special 1 to finish it off, and we finish with almost a full yellow bar. We're doing great. Next, this is a very long fight, and I had to slow play this one. It's got the Burden of Might and against this Domino. Now, I cannot gain power this entire fight. I can only brute force this one with Viv with just basic attacks and striker, some special damage from strikers, but not actual specials. The only thing I have to worry about here is when she's lucky to make sure that I don't I keep my combos short so that she does not evade and counter me and combo me into oblivion. So I don't want any of that. I'm just going to bait special 1s. Some of them are going to counter. Some of them I'm just going to sit back and move out of the way. And I'm able to combination of like phase and again keeping on the medium ending combos every single time in order to make sure that she doesn't benefit from the power gain, because when she has the power gain and I don't have the heal block on, then there's a chance for me to miss. As long as I have a heal block on, I can't miss. And you can see there I was a little careful again. My heal block is disappearing fast. I have to make sure I keep applying it, or else there's a chance again that I miss and she combos me and I'm dead. So we just again, very short combos, waiting for, baiting out every special, and just phase medium, medium, light, medium, or yeah, pretty much 3-hit medium, light, medium combos the entire time, just to make sure that we get this one down. And again, it takes a while, but slow and steady wins the race. I just want to make sure that I get the solo, limit the amount of deaths here, but I'm sure there are definitely other champions that can do this one, but I knew that I could do this one with Viv. I've done it before, but it is a beefy Domino and it is global, so I'm pretty happy again with the way Viv has been performing for me for these first 3 wars. I know there are some new exciting champions in here. She did get enough regens to get the unblockable on this node, but again, I'm just well prepared for that, and we finish it off. There are lots of new champions I find that people are using. I don't have them all yet, but everything is still going pretty well. Next up, we're taking Enchantress with Void on this Scared Stiff Power Focus 2 bubble shield node, and there's a lot going on here which was driving me a little crazy. I get lucky, she only has the heavy counter at the beginning, but she procs the unstoppable, so my first attempt to try and get through it fails. I lose my invulnerability boost. I take too many hits on the block. I get stuck in the root. I finally am able to throw a special 1, and I lose the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights that I had someone place for me. Again, she gets the heavy counter node with the untouchable, but because I have to take so many hits on the block, I get hit by bubble shield. Like her 10th hit goes right through me, and now she throws a 3rd special 1. I'm pretty much cornered here. The Scared Stiff makes it extremely difficult here, and again I counter, but I'm pushed over a bar of power already. So I feel like if she throws a special 1, I'm going to take a whole bunch of reflected damage. So I just end up trying to bait another heavy. Of course, I end up missing because of the global. I didn't have the heal block on. Somehow I evade another special, and I survive her special 2, and I get her down like to 37%. I was thrilled. I've seen lots of Enchantress fights with a million deaths. So here, again, at the beginning of this fight, I'm going to go ahead, bait the heavy, then dash back, try and go ahead if I can get another hit, get the intercept in. Now I just have to get a knockdown, and we've removed all the spells in this fight. Now I'm going to go ahead and block this special 1. She gets triple orange, which means I have to get off a intercept. There, unfortunately, I lose my invulnerability boost again, and I'm just taking specials to the face, and I keep getting rooted. There's so much happening. I take another combo to the face. I have to go ahead and beta heavy, which I do. Then I get the intercept in, so I'm free from the spells for a few seconds. I manage to get the heal block active, so I'm not going to miss. I throw a special 2, hit into her block, try and beta heavy, and somehow we manage to get through this node with only 1 death. There is so much going on in that fight that I was trying to pay attention to. But next up, we have an Incinerate, Shock, Hazard Shift, Wiccan. I was kind of running low on items here, so I put on the regen boost. I went in. I knew at the beginning during the Incinerate phase that I could go ahead and parry. I don't have to worry about taking Incinerate damage from him from losing like a buff. The issue that I have to do is just wait out the shock phase. I don't want to hit him during the shock phase, so it ends up turtling me up. I throw that special 1, which is great. It's also another global defender, so I need to get as many debuffs up as possible in order to get the passive heal block so that I don't miss. Again, that is the problem. He's got the power gain. I don't want to miss. I just have to be careful. I'm backing away. I figure I have to throw a striker. I'll take a little bit of shock damage if I have to. But it seems okay. I am healing from the neutralize node I get from parrying him, and again he's got me kind of cornered here, so I just feel like I have to go ahead beta heavy in the corner, and I think I've got enough in me to just go ahead and block this, and I can go ahead and finish off the fight. So a little crazy there as well, but we played it smart. Weapon X with Viv on Hazard Shift, Incinerate, Poison. I know I can, and Stun Immune. I know I can do this one. Some people aren't always so sure. We're going to go ahead and only hit into the block during the Incinerate phase. So we're not triggering any of his charges, and we're also not triggering any of the global yet. I did go with a Power Start 1. We bait that heavy attack, and during the poison during the poison phase we can hit in. Now he's berserk, so I know that unfortunately I take a combo to the face, and I figure, okay, when he dashes in, I'm going to go for the intercept. I'm going to drop my special 2, even though we're in the Incinerate phase. If I take a little bit of Incinerate damage, it's not the worst. And now we're going to be right into the poison phase. I get to my bar of power, he's below a bar of power, and 3 special 1s in a row. You know what happens. We're just going to go ahead. I wasn't sure at first, but then we could drop it, and he's gone. Super fast fight with Viv. Hope you enjoyed all the stuff from this war. And if you faced Enchantress and you had a good counter, let me know. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.